Alright, what up, guys? Monday, January 29th. The sky is blue, the sun came up. It's a day that ends in Y, so therefore the market is green. And to my benefit, Nvidia is going up per usual. So we finally took profits here today, which makes me a little bit sad. She was good to us, but we've been long since December 27th. Had ourselves quite the ride here. So this trade's a good example of the squeeze, but more importantly, risk-reward. A big three squeeze with the slingshot buy signals or the green buy signals, that's in the right market, that's a really high probability setup. Meaning more often than not, you're going to get the push you're looking for. We want to trade these quality setups in a fashion where we don't need the good win rate. Meaning my losses are going to be much, much smaller than my profits. And that all comes down to a good entry. So if you look at the risk-reward labels here, as good as it looks, buy signals everywhere, big three score of 10, is this the perfect spot to buy more Nvidia? If we measure the distance from the price and the 21 EMA and the price in my target, the target being that green line, my risk is 3.6. I might wake up tomorrow, take a 3.6 average true range move on the schnoz, and Nvidia's still going to look bullish. My reward, it's a negative 0.6, meaning price trades above the target. When we bought it back here, worst case scenario, we're risking maybe one average true range move. And frankly, we could have gotten a little bit of a better entry. The closer to the 21 EMA you can buy it, when you've got the signals, when you've got the big three score, when you've got the alignment for a push, the closer to the 21 EMA you can buy it, the less risk you have, the more reward you have. Now you put yourself in a position where you might risk anywhere from 1 to half to a quarter of an average true range move to potentially catch 2.5, 3, maybe 3.5 ATR. We're buying it back here. We're taking it off today. Let's just say we were risking 1 ATR. In exchange for that risk, we caught about, let's call it 4 or 5 ATR from the entry. Even though it's a good setup, even though that can generate a good win rate, because of the entry, I don't need the win rate. I can bat 25-30%, still be a profitable trader. Now I'm going into that kind of trade with a different level of confidence. This trade is not the end-all, be-all. I don't need this trade to work. But if I take 100 trades that look just like Nvidia, and I buy them right where I bought this one, I'm going to come out on top. Doesn't have to work 90% of the time. Doesn't have to work 60% of the time. I can make do with much worse than that. And hey, if we can bat 70%, then hallelujah. So good work to all involved on Nvidia. And then, yeah, guys, as far as the market, day trade it. You wake up and you day trade it. So the title of last night's video was a few reasons the market might pull back this week. And so far, the market cares about 0 of those reasons. The biggest thing I showed you was that negative divergence over here on the hourly chart. Momentum peaked, down goes momentum, and they keep pushing. Structure never broke. Momentum is creeping back towards 0. Slingshot squeeze. So all is well here for the S&Ps. But I do think you want to day trade it. You don't want to buy puts overnight because we're extended. That's not good enough. You might wake up and get steamrolled. I think you want to be a little cautious about holding bigger positions and calls overnight just because the market is strong. Who knows, maybe tomorrow's a day that you wake up and we actually pull back. So wait for setups on lower time frames. One that we were looking for earlier, and unfortunately it didn't happen until about an hour and a half after I was on the mic. But I did take it off my phone at my in-laws. We were looking for the break of 4,900 here in the spiders. And what I was saying was, when you're at a big key level like that, have the willingness to be a little bit late. Meaning, let them break the level, and then try to catch a quick little back test. If previous resistance can hold the support, they should be cleared for takeoff. And cleared for takeoff they were. So with that as the trigger, there was a 30-minute squeeze here in the futures. So I bought me some calls on the futures. As is tradition when I get me a nice 30-minute squeeze. And yeah, that was a nice trade. So tomorrow I'll be in the Mastery at 10:30 Central, and we're looking for a few trades like that in real time together. But all right, y'all, have a good night. Talk to you soon.